I want to give you a chance to chime in on Occupy Wall Street. Is the media ignoring it?
Well, I think the media, for the most part, mainstream media tends to ignore any kind of outside of the establishment box movements, especially if they're considered to be on the left. And they do have a clear message. It's called Occupy Wall Street. Wall Street. It's not called Occupy just this floor or this table. And we are the 99%ers, which they're saying means we are the 99% of citizens who have no voice in government. The message, I think, seems very, very clear.
Seriously? The Occupy Wall Street protest entered its third week today. What started as less than a dozen college students camping out in a park near the New York Stock Exchange is now hundreds of protesters, and it's spread to other cities. But what are they protesting? Nobody seems to know. So this afternoon, we went to Wall Street to find out. And despite what you heard, here's what I saw. It's not just a bunch of dancing hippies protesting. There are all kinds of people there. Babies, teachers, cheerleaders, Uncle Sampta, and that.
I want actual occupiers. I want your stories. So if you could first just start off by introducing yourselves, telling me who you are, why you're here, and how long you've been here.
My name is Paul Armstrong. I'm a union iron worker from Los Angeles, California. I came to New York to do a job. It got postponed. I happened across here, and I'm just not content with the way the direction the country's headed right now.
My name is Mark Bray. I'm a PhD student. I'm a member of the Occupy Wall Street press team, and I'm here for my friends and family who have mountains of student and medical debt and just simply can't get by.
Well, last night in Oakland, California, some Occupy Wall Street protesters tried to defy police orders and march on City Hall. At least 5 protesters were arrested, several injured, along with 2 police officers who were also hurt. Police estimate nearly 1,000 demonstrators took part in the clash last night. And in addition, more anti-Semitism is surfacing among the occupiers.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. This is all about anti-Semitism. Remember the last time they made this charge, Rush Limbaugh said, well, they must be against the Jews because all the bankers are Jews. Gee, I wonder who the anti-Semites are.
From the Occupy Wall Street gang, there is a Florida mother of 4 children. 2 weeks ago, she left her family and her husband in Florida because she felt motivated and compelled to come up to Occupy Wall Street. She has been there for 2 weeks, only talked to her children who are 17, 15, 13, and 7.
Yeah, her husband
3
were
times.
kids.
She only called home 3 times. She says she feels like she's in the military on an assignment fighting for her country.
And this 38-year-old Hessler, mother of 4, says, military people leave their families all the time, so why should I feel bad? I'm fighting for a better world. That is more disgusting than any of the filth down there in Wall Street. Equating what she's doing with military service, Joe Biden would be embarrassed by that.
It does not make you tough to hurt these people. There's nothing tough about it. Nothing. If you want to go fight, go to Iraq and Afghanistan. But you want to be here hurting U.S. citizens. Where is that in the contract? Where is that in the contract? Leave these people alone. They're U.S. citizens. U.S. citizens. U.S. citizens. U.S. It does not make you tough to do this to them. It doesn't. Stop hurting these people, man. Why y'all do this to our people? I've been to Iraq 14 months. For my people, you come over here and you hurt them. They don't have guns. They don't have guns. They don't. Why are you hurting these people? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. How do you sleep at night? There is no honor in this.
Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly reporting tonight from Washington, D.C. Thanks for watching us. A close encounter with an Occupy protester. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. Last night I was walking over to the White House for the annual media party there. All of a sudden, some guy runs up behind me, screaming, comes out of the rain, doesn't identify himself. I was with my assistant from Fox News, and we were startled. I told the guy to get lost, but he came closer and closer, armed with a cell phone camera. When he was about a foot away, I turned and shielded myself and my assistant with an umbrella. At this point, we were just a few feet away from the White House gate. The Secret Service stopped the man, and we find out that he's an Occupy protester. I then asked the service to call the D.C. police because I thought the guy was out of control. The police arrive. Discussions take place. But there's no criminal statute in Washington unless a person actually touches you which the guy did not. Now, this man could have had a knife. I didn't know what he was going to do. I didn't know who he was. But in the District of Columbia, I couldn't stop him. I mean, I felt like the Penguin in the Batman show. Remember that, Burgess Meredith? Shielding myself with an umbrella. And I'm lucky I had it. Otherwise, I might have punched the guy, and I would have been arrested. Ironically, a few nights ago, I told you bad things were going to happen because these Occupy protesters are becoming increasingly aggressive. But I never thought it was going to happen to me. However, these anarchists are now everywhere.
Each new Mason video that's released, each new depiction of the abuses of the police on the First Amendment, the more people will show up here in New York City, and the more waves of occupation will spread across this country. Yeah. And you should be proud of that, police, because you are participating in our media publicity campaign. Thank you for attending.